Hi everybody, Steve here at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, standing at the gravesite of Burt Reynolds. You may remember that he died about 2.5 years ago, and for the longest time he just said that he was cremated and had no final resting place to visit. But on his birthday, February 11th, just a few days ago, his cremated remains were finally interred here, and he even has a temporary marker. Right after he was buried, my YouTube comments section just blew up with comments from all of you giving me a heads up that Burt Reynolds had been buried here. I hadn't heard about it. I hadn't heard the news. So I was really happy that so many of you took the time to let me know that he was here. And even though I wasn't planning to come up here to the cemetery this weekend, I thought, well, let me do that since he was just buried a couple of days ago. And I Googled his burial. And apparently all the news agencies online had written stories about it, and that's why all of you had known about it. And for some reason, I just hadn't seen any of those news articles. And they said that, I guess the family has commissioned a sculpture or a bust or something to be placed here when they place his final headstone. And they're hoping to do it by the 3rd anniversary of his death. So he died September 6, 2018. At the age of 82. So the 3-year anniversary will be, September 6th. And I'll be interested to come back and see what they come up with as far as a sculpture or a bronze. It would be nice if they came up with something straight across the pond is the life-size sculpture of Anton Yelchin. I don't know if you can see it back there. I've visited it in the past. It'd be cool if Burt Reynolds had something similar here on this side of the pond. So what's your favorite Burt Reynolds movie? Was it Deliverance, Smokey and the Bandit, The Longest Yard, or how about TV shows? He was in Gunsmoke, Dan August, Evening Shade, and made quite a few other TV appearances as well. He really made his mark in the entertainment business for sure, in movies and TV. And some of you might remember that in 1972, he was a centerfold model for Cosmo magazine, which turned him into an instant sex symbol back in the 1970s. And I had read that he was the #1 box office draw in the 1970s as well. Quite a legacy. And I'm really happy to see that he's here at Hollywood Forever Cemetery. Now it's kind of funny because after all of you left comments asking me to visit Burt Reynolds' gravesite, I decided to come up and visit today, and I was really looking forward to sharing it with you, and I hadn't seen it yet. And as usual, my friend Jordan beat me to it. I was getting ready this morning, having my toast, and turned on the computer, only to see that Jordan visited Burt Reynolds' gravesite yesterday, uploaded his video yesterday. So, mine's gonna be old news, I guess, but so I know some of you are going to say, I don't need to see your video. I've already seen Jordan's. He was there first. I've heard that like 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times. Yeah, he does beat me to just about every historic destination and gravesite that I'm planning to visit. He's very fast. He gets around and, he does a lot more videos than I do. I usually only do maybe 1 or 2 a week, and he does, well, for quite a few years, he was doing 1 every day. Over the years, I've discovered that we really do have very similar interests. And I even told him when we got together recently, I said I used to get so mad because I would come up with a list of places that I wanted to visit. If I had like a list of 7 people that I wanted to visit or 7 destinations to visit, it was almost like he had seen my list or I had seen his list, because one by one, every day, he would go to another person or another destination that was on my list. It was very frustrating. But then I finally just realized there are about a dozen of us who do these type of trips down memory lane, and we do end up going to a lot of the same destinations. But we all put our own spin on our visits, and we all do them a little bit differently. So just because another YouTuber has visited a destination doesn't mean that I can't still do it, and that it can still be interesting to viewers. So that's why I'm here today, to show you, even if you've already seen Jordan's visit. And I didn't want to watch it this morning. I thought I just wanted to come and do my video the way I want to do it. And then I'll watch Jordan's video, and I'm sure it'll be great. His videos are always great. So I just added a GPS to Burt Reynolds' new gravesite, and I couldn't tell from the pictures and videos online just how nice this section is, but this has to be one of the nicest locations here in the cemetery. It faces the pond. Now it's here on the north side. Now I just ran into Lalo, who was also searching for a couple of graves here in the cemetery, and he was just showing me a couple of other graves a minute ago that I'm going to show you in a separate video. This is really nice. This is very much the way they did Valerie Harper's headstone, covered sort of like a little succulent garden. It says, in honor of your 85th birthday, rest in peace, buddy. We love you and miss you. Love, Barbara. Can't really read that. It's Der Babian and family, it looks like. It's really nice. Smells really nice here. One of the things I love about this cemetery is that there's always so many interesting and fun things happening here. For example, I just noticed this sign saying that this is also a COVID-19 testing site. That's definitely not something you see in a cemetery every day. And neither is this. It looks like they're having an instructor-led yoga class here this morning. I've definitely never seen this in a cemetery before, but it does make me very happy to see it. I wish more cemeteries were like this one, that's so open to the public and such an inviting place to visit. Why should all of these beautiful park-like cemeteries only be for the dead? That's never made a lot of sense to me. And how funny is this? These black ducks are just sitting here staring at Dee Dee Ramone's headstone. I guess we're not the only ones who like to visit grave sites to pay our respects. This week I'd like to thank my newest Patreon supporter, Paul Pruitt. Thank you, Paul, for your extra generous donation to my channel. That was extremely generous and nice of you, and I really do appreciate it. So this is a little bit shorter video than usual, and most of my videos are pretty short. I just wanted to stop here today and see Burt Reynolds' new gravesite. And I also just want to say thank you to all of you who have mentioned that you've recently been going back and binge watching all of my previous videos. That is so cool to hear. I really appreciate that, and it really helps my channel, and YouTube loves it too. So whenever that happens, YouTube really helps promote your channel. It shows that people like your videos, so then they start showing it to more people, so more people can like your videos. So those of you who binge watch all of them, thank you so much. It's very helpful, and I really do appreciate it. So until next time, thanks for sharing the memories, everybody.